Hey guys, A here again. Here's the deal. I'm giving you some of the some of the best, worst advice I ever received, right? And how you can navigate it for yourself. Because you're going to get this advice and it sounds so good and it comes from a good place, right? But here's the advice. Ready for it? Find the similarities in marriage. You have to find your similarities in your marriage, and that is what a key to having a happy marriage, a fulfilling marriage. And it is incorrect. Big X, big X. And there's a bunch of reasons why. But one of the big reasons why is people are different, vastly different. And the more you look at trying to find similarities, for every one that you find, there may be 7, 8, 10 that you have to go through that you realize, man, I'm not like them at all. And if your marriage is already an NSO, or don't worry about that terminology right there. I almost went down a rabbit hole, but I'm not going down that rabbit hole. So if you're already in a distressed or tense situation, all you're going to do is reinforce the fact that we have very little in common. So what do we do with that? Here's what we do with it. My wife and I, just as an example here, my wife and I, we both like to play cards, right? We like card games. So I taught her a game called Spades. I grew up playing spades and I love spades. And so I taught her how to play spades. Well, we were at some people's house. And we were going to start playing spades. And we start playing the game. And, well, in the middle of the game of spades, I start playing like we used to play growing up, talking a little bit, slamming some cards, joking back and forth. Next thing I know, my sweet wife sets down the cards. The game's over. And tears are in her eyes. She's mad at me. I'm like, whoa, I thought we were playing. This is something we had similar. Problem is you can fight and get into a lot of trouble to this day. To this day, she won't play. Guys, I've grown, I've grown. But to this day, she won't play spades with me, right? So I'm not playing spades with you. I'm like, baby, I didn't know. I was young. We're 2 years into the deal. Anyway, you can have similarities. And you can blow a similarity up just as easy as a non-similarity. So that is not a key to success. So what do we do? How do we actually go about improving marriage when similarities don't work? Searching for similarities. Here's what you do. So if you're a note taker, jot this down, right? Instead of searching for similarities, search for understanding, or understanding your partner's life, what they've done, how they think. There are multiple tools. If you need help with this, I have a whole list of questions that you can ask your wife, and you can get into this space, or ask your husband, whichever way it is. But the key is that you're just learning their view of the world. You're learning how they operate, how they think, how they move. Because what happens when your goal is to learn about your spouse, research shows that the more you know your spouse, the more fulfilling, not the more similar you are. That has nothing to do with divorce, successful marriages, non-successful marriages. People say that, but in reality, when you do the studies, you dig down to it has nothing to do with it. But what does have a significant bump, now there are no magic pills, okay? I'll tell you that over and over and over. This isn't going to solve all your stuff or solve every issue. But here's something that can fuse and kind of give yourself a little bump. And that is finding your spouse's world, understanding their world, understanding what makes them tick. Who are their friends? Who are their friends now? What music do they listen to now? What kind of car would be their dream? What would be in their dream home? Questions like that. Finding out more about their world is what truly changes, what truly actually levels up the marriage. It is not in finding similarities. You run down that path, especially if you're trying to draw closer and you're going through a rough patch, which we all go through, right? We all go through those patches. We all go through those hard times. For you, right now, the takeaway for you to grab, sink your teeth in, find out more about their world, not their similarities, right? One will lead you down a bad rabbit hole. The other one will actually, is proven over time, 20, 30 years, actually improves your marriage, improves your fulfillment. And again, when the marriages thrive, the home thrives, the church thrives, the community thrives, the purpose, the world the world is changed. Every person changes the world. I don't care who you are. You're here, you're breathing air, you're drinking water. How are you going to change it? Marriage is one of the fundamental things that changes not just you, but the marriages around you, your family, your children. Get out here, jump in there, start finding out what it is makes your spouse tick. You need any extra ideas, thoughts? Shoot me a message, talk to me. Throw in the comments a time where you guys were doing something good. I want to hear this. Throw something in there, a time where you guys are doing something similar, but didn't work out quite the way you thought it'd be, right? Anyway, God bless you. So proud that you're here. Thank you for watching. Hit like, comment down here. I love the interaction. Take care. Bye.